up, YouTube? Hope all my friends, family, cousins, aunties, all of my peeps, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, hope you're all doing great. Anyways, if you could, subscribe, and we'll get right to it. A friend of the show, Tim, I don't know if he wants me to say his last name, so we'll just say Tim, a friend of the show, sent us some tools, as you saw from the last video, and we're going to restore a few. So let me take the camera off the stand. If you could, click subscribe real quick, and we'll get right to it. So we have a pair of CT Co. slip joint pliers. I don't know if you can see that. They're made by Crescent USA. I'll put more information about the brands and everything at the end of the video, because I don't want to just misquote myself. These ones are pretty hard to see. I want to say it says, I can't tell. It says Chicago, USA, and then Germany. And these are some lineman's pliers. They got cutters. Ugh. They're froze solid. Well, not solid, but pretty close. They have cutters, then pliers, and you know, they look fairly well made. These ones, you can see they have like a great embellishment. So hopefully that'll clean up really nice. Then we got a little pair of needle nose. I can always use needle nose. Just I lose them for some reason. It's like the 10mm socket. But I can't see who they're made by. I see there's writing, but I can't tell. So these should all clean up really nice. So we're going to do a triple header. Ready for it? So we're going to clean them up with the wire wheel first. We'll disassemble, clean up with the wire wheel, and then we're going to soak them in WD-40 rust remover soak. So let's take this apart, then we'll wire wheel them. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of heat to it, and then we'll twist that off with a wrench. Okay, so it doesn't have to be red hot, just hot enough. Give the metal a little leeway without burning ourselves. Okay, so the only way I was able to get on it, I put some heat to it. I don't even know if you can see. And then a pair of vice grips. Seems to be working pretty good. I am wrong. It is stripping. So it's not a necessity that we take it apart. It would just make it easier. So we're gonna clean this up as best we can, like this. Alright, let's go to the wire wheel. We might be able to still get that off. We'll see. These are Damon Dake and Co. Chicago, USA, Germany. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look these ones up. I've never heard of that. But they should come out really good. Hopefully we can keep this lettering. Sorry about the kitty. Kitty wants attention. Then Crescent CT Co. was a brand of Crescent. I want to say in the early 50s or 40s, somewhere around there. But we'll look it up and we'll go into it more. But these turned out really good. The jaws are like perfect. You couldn't ask for a better set of jaws. I wasn't able to get it apart, so we're gonna have to clean up this nut where I scarred it up with the nut buster, the vice grips. Kitty, I'm gonna pluck your hair. Don't rub on the camera. And then finally, last but not least, we have needle nose, and these are Jokers. No, I'm sorry, Boker. Why was I thinking Joker? But they're Boker. There is some heavy pitting. There's some heavy pitting on both of these ones, so we'll do what we can with them. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. See, we got some forging marks, and you know, this is from when they forge them. I used to work in a forging factory, so what happens is one piece, one handle, say it's this piece, it'll be like a round stock. Then the press will come down and hit it. Well, it's like 1280 degrees, and then it picks it up, moves it over, and every time it moves it over, it defines the shape more. And then the last one is a cutoff die, and that's when it cuts it off and it falls down into the, you know, the bucket or conveyor of other parts. So that's what you see here is this line. That's the cutoff line from the trim die. Unless they're cast. Casting is completely different, but I don't know many tools that are cast. Usually they're all forged. Anyways, I'm going to throw these in here. Then we have this WD-40 rust remover soak. I haven't used it for a few months. Hopefully it's still good. When it works really well. So we'll see. One of my new subscribers told me to filter it through a coffee filter, and it'll last you longer. So I'm going to start doing that, and I want to thank him. I don't remember his or her name. My bad. But thanks again, and I'll definitely use that tip. You can see as this stuff is used, it gets kind of this grimy, brownish, nasty looking. Doesn't smell good at all. So we'll give this probably 24 hours or so. We'll check it in like 12, and then we'll go from there. What's up, YouTube? Well, it's been probably 4 days, a good 4 days, since I put the hand tools in the rust remover soak. They didn't need that long, and I hope it didn't hurt them. I just got sidetracked with a big project that I had to do for a friend. But let's take a look at these. Oh man. That worked great. Man, that stuff works good. I was worried it would, like, you know, eat the metal, but it hasn't damaged the metal at all. If anything, it looks a lot better. Oh yeah, these were rusted clothes. You couldn't even move them. Oh yeah. Nice. Put this back in here, then we'll rinse it with some distilled water. Okay, so we did 3 different finishes. This one is highly polished with a little bit of paint. This is the same paint I used on the C-clamps, so you might want to check that out. They turned out awesome, and I use them all the time, and it's been pretty durable. So we got those. These are Boker, made in USA. I was able to keep most of the writing, but I lost the B and the O. So it says ochre. Well, cur, kind of. So we did 3 different finishes. This is bluing. I've never done bluing before. I've seen 357 Magdad do it, and there was a couple other people. If I can remember, I'll post it. But these are CT Co. Crescent. CT, that logo started in 1915, and these things look mint. But I did find some markings, so I don't know how long they ran the CT. Maybe somebody else does. This says 79. So I don't know if they ran it from like 1915 to, you know, maybe this is a date code. I don't know, honestly. But they look mint. Thanks, Tim. These are awesome, buddy. And I like the bluing. It looks like it'll be pretty durable. At first I didn't like it, but then once you take some triple S steel wool to it, it looks perfect. So thanks, Tim, for all of this. Tim donated all these tools to the channel. And these we did in a satin finish. I'm just going to coat them in wax. And these are Damon Rake and Co. Chicago, USA, Germany. So we softened the edges because it was really abrupt. Cut yourself abrupt. We softened the edges, and we had to tighten them up a little bit. You can still see a little ping mark. All we did was set this on the anvil and then smack it with a ball peen hammer, and that tightened it up really well. And then this is a multi-tool. It has a flathead on one end. expecting some kind of hole finder or something on the other end. I don't know. Zombie spike. But we did a satin finish on these. They look really good. I think all the tools turned out really well. If you could, click down, subscribe some way. And sorry it's been so long for this video. You know, it's been really hectic around here. I live in Washington State, which is pretty hard with the stuff that's going on right now. So luckily I haven't been affected personally, but it's just, you know, really difficult time to get stuff done. You're not supposed to go to stores. Like my bluing kit took 3 weeks to get here. I had to order it. So yeah, you can't just go to, I mean, you might be able to go to Walmart, but you're not supposed to unless it's needed. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Check it out. Give me a like for the awesomeness. Give me a subscribe to see more. And I will catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot.